Okay guys, so in this lesson, we're gonna be looking at what to do when you're faced with your attacker, right? We looked at defense against a takedown, but what happens if you miscalculated, you were too late on your flinch response, you stepped in and you managed to move out of the way and still go for the takedown. The fight, when we're looking at the ground, what I want to do in this series, I want to start the fight from when you're standing to the moment that you're hitting the ground. Because if the person picks you up and body slams you, if he tries to power bomb you on the floor, just all that weight of you slamming down on the floor, you hit the back of your head and that's lights out, right? As well as I want to know that if the person's trying to take me down or trying to throw me down, what can I do, okay? The last thing I want to do is he's standing and I'm on the ground, because this is when you're getting kicked and stomped in the head, and I've seen this in real life working in clubs so many times. So Costa, come in here. So let's say my hands are up, right, and he went for a takedown, and as he came here, I moved, he flinched, whatever it is, and he's about to take me down to the ground, and he's driving up or trying to maybe push me to the side or whatever it is, and he's trying to like take me down anyway. What I want to do, come over here, Costa. So let's say you tried to trip me, or you tried to push me, or you grabbed my leg. What the last thing I want to do, right, is go to the ground. The second thing I want to, the other worst thing I want to do is he's standing where, let's say he takes me down, I'm here, he's on top, and he starts stomping and kicking and punching me, and then you have multiple attackers. So what do I want to do? Okay, this is a very simple principle. That if I'm going down to the ground, I want to make sure I take him with me. Right? So if I'm going down, he's coming with me. I'm going to use his body as leverage to make sure that he can't slam me down. So if he were to try to slam me down, I'm going to do this. I'm going to still widen my stance, and I'm going to grab the shirt, the jacket, that even if I went down, so we're going to go down slowly. So even if I went down here, I would be right here. I would make sure he comes down with me. I don't want to let him, I want to keep him here. So if he tries to get up and go punch, I'm still here. I'm here. I'm always grabbing something to keep him in close. As well, I'm using him as a shield, even if people were trying to kick me. Again, it's a bad situation to be in, but it's way worse him standing and start kicking and trying to punch me and stomp me, okay? Now, I'm not saying there's nothing that you could do, because we're going to be looking at the defense a little bit later. But the objective is, the instant you see, if you've done the takedown, and let's say I did this and I slip, is boom, I want to lower my center of gravity, open up, and just grab onto anything I could. Like whatever I grab, I grab a tight grip that if he tries to take me down with anything, I'm going down. If he would try to, even if I was here and he tried to trip me somehow, and he did this, and I'm going down, and I'm going, and I'm falling, and I'm doing this, and I'm making sure he's coming with me. All right, I'm always grabbing onto the clothes, onto the back of the neck, onto the hoodie, the jacket, whatever I could get, to make sure that I don't go down to the ground and he's on top and I'm getting stomped in the head. It's a very, very simple principle, okay? So come back again, I'm going to show it again. So whatever it is, so go with, let's say he goes down and I do this, I'm grabbing whatever I can. I'm lowering my center of gravity so I don't go down. If he were to pick me up, Costa, pick me up from like a bear hug style, and he did this right away, and I was going down right away, I'd be grabbing. Obviously, I'd be eye gouging. But if he was taking me down, you clinch, you grab, and you make sure that if I go down, he goes down with me. Okay? So this is really important, because when we're looking at ground defense, like I said, the last thing you want to do is go to the ground. I want to be able to finish the fight here. I want to be able to step in and jam and strike. But again, fights are really fast. Sometimes they're unpredictable. Anything can happen. So I'm preparing you for the worst case scenario, that if you were to fail in this defense and you were to be being taken down, you clench, you grab, he goes down, and I pull him, and he's coming with me. It also slows down that momentum, that if he was to power bomb me or power slap me, it would take, if he was to drop and I'm dropping with him, I would slow down his fall because he'd be coming down with me. So I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. I'll see you next week.